Same thing in reverse here. Now remember, we're going to carve away from the nose, deep first at the eyeball, or eye socket, or whatever you want to call it, and then you bring it up. Now in this case, it's going to be deep first because you're in the eye socket, and then bring it up, and this would be a medium cut. Now I'll show you why here. You see that dent in there? Now it's not too bad. We're going to carve that out, but if you get pretty deep in there, you have to do a lot of carving to get that knife mark out. That's why you want to go shallow. You want to go deep and then bring it up shallow, and then here it's sort of shallow to medium. You don't want it to be as deep as you did here. Take that chip cut again. Should pop out. My favorite word, should. I think I may have, well, okay, now the same thing as I did over here. The blade is going to be parallel to the eyeball or eye line. Then you're going to cut in and cut that chip out there, about halfway. Pardon me. Do a little bit of cleaning up, a little bit digging it deep. All right. Now we want one more thing and take a look at the profile. When you always do carved faces and stuff, make sure you look at that profile. See, he's kind of got that alien look there. And so what we're going to do is we want to put this little, what's a triangular, there's the eye line right there. We're going to come a little bit up the nose, and we're going to carve towards the eye line. Come back on this side here. So you're almost making like a figure 8 or a hourglass figure. And it's going to pop that out of there like that. Nice caricature nose. I mean, it doesn't matter what it looks like right now, but as long as we got that, we've established that bridge. Okay, I'm going to do a little more cleaning here. A little more pulling, pushing, carving. Okay. I want to even the nose out a little bit, make sure the nose is evened out. Hope it is. Is it to you? Okay, pencil time. Now we're going to put this part in. We're going to put this smiley cheek in because we're going to do a lot of deep cutting there. That's some really deep cutting there. We're going to go right about here. Right about the halfway to the nose. And you want it to come almost straight out. And then it's going to do a sharp curve. Let's just pencil that for now. See how it works on the other side. I got to look at it, pardon me. I think the way you're looking at it, you're saying, wait a minute, you're screwing up. And I am there, okay. Is that right? So it should be even. Let me look at it for me here. Okay. And then it's going to go, for now, straight down. Straight down or away. But straight down because we got plenty of trimming to go. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Our really bit, kind of like what we did to the nose here. We're going to do a sharp, very sharp, sharp cut. I want to pencil this like this. See how it goes up and around? Away from the cheek and very deep. And then you're going to carve this way. And then be careful then the tip of your knife as you turn. and then you're going to come up. All right, then you're going to come back this way. I would not use a V-tool for this for two purposes. One, you want it more, you don't have as much control as far as how deep and shallow you want it, because what's going to happen is this is practically overlapping. You can see how it overlaps. So it's almost like a straight down. Well, we're, like I said, it's still away from the cheek, but when we do some detailing, we'll get in there deeper. But we want the roundness of that cheek. And I'm going to carve a little bit more of that out. Careful of the nose. And we're just getting started. Oh, we got some knife slashes in there. They'll come out later in the detailing, just to get started there. Same with the other side. Now I'm going to go this way. Start kind of shallow, away from the cheek. You see that? And then deep, deep. And then as I get close to the end here, I'm going to just turn it up just a little bit. Same thing this way. Let's get that piece out of there. Oh, I hate breaking it. I hate the ripping or breaking, pulling, or I prefer nice clean cuts. But in this case here, we're all right. Let me look at it here. Looking good. Now we'll get a little deeper. Get deeper, but I just want to start putting things in, and then we can keep adjusting. Let's get the smile in. Now the smile, the general smile, is the top is usually straight across or just slightly smiling up. You don't want the top to be smiling up. The top is, when in doubt, go straight across, but you can have just a little bit of an upturn. I'm a little nervous about that mark I just put in there. I think it's too close to the, sorry about that. Let's bring that down here. I was too busy thinking about or showing you how to put in a straight line that I just wasn't paying attention to. You want to have a fairly decent lip here. Now when somebody smiles, the top lip does come up because the cheek raises, and therefore the top lip does come up because the cheek raising, and the mouth kind of hangs down a little bit, and the smile comes down here. I'm going to put in kind of a character smile. Is kind of a little twist and a kind of a little twist like this, and then come back down again. Okay, I'm going to go almost like a S shape. You see that little? Now my problem is that when I start that, sometimes it doesn't end that way. Okay, same thing. Same thing what we did with the cheek. Going to do with the smile. Away from the lip, meaning this way. And I like to carve with the natural, with my wrist. So in other words, when I carve like this, I'm going to make this into a V. So I start this way, and then I keep my hand this way and turn the carving around, and then it's just natural that it would just come out like this. Now be careful, that's kind of round. You don't want that thing to slip, your knife to slip. And again, you don't have to worry about it being too deep right now, because it is going to be deep later on. We're going to be cleaning it up, and we are just way getting started. Now, this is, we're going to cut it in, a little sweep. Be careful, make sure we got enough chin there. I think we still got enough chin. Sound of tip breaking. I don't want to do that. Okay, there we go. It's got a little toothy there. So this is what we're going to do, is we're going to do another stop cut. Another stop cut. And we're going to get some of that out of there. Now we can start going deep here. And this is a type of carving. This is kind of almost like a design or redesign type of carving, because a lot of times I'll get the teeth in and then nope, we got to get the smile in deeper and it'll get into the teeth, and then you got to reform the teeth in that area. So it's just a matter of, we're just feeling our way to the right way to do this for this to come out right. You'll see what I mean when we start going around the cheek on both sides of the smile. Some of that might go away and we have to reestablish it. And the other thing too that we're going to reestablish, since this is really the first time I carved this without rounding it out, you can see a problem I'm going to have, and I'll figure it out, is, well, this apple's going to round off, so we probably will take some of that out of there and then have to reshape that again. But the thing here is, at least you're seeing step by step how you can put this big grin in this face here. Okay, what I was talking about before. So don't put the teeth in. Don't put any details in right now. Details are when you're pretty happy that it is done and you just want to, like, don't put the teeth in yet. Now I'm going to do this, like I said before, is I'm going to, just because I want it really deep here. Now really deep here, almost like you're undercutting inside there now. Since we started this way, so it's round on top, and now we're going to dig deep in there. That's showing the crack of that smile, that the cheek is just, the upper lip is just getting inside underneath that cheek. And of course right now it's pretty hacky. We'll get that cleaned up. And I'm going to leave this area alone right now because, like I said, we have to round this off, and that's going to, we'll end up fixing that. Same here. Again, a stop cut underneath, nice and deep. Watch it so you don't slip the knife. Get that started there. Get out of there.